What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's been what seems like eternity since I've uploaded, and it's so awkward picking up the camera again and just trying to make a video. I feel like I'm starting from scratch. And I know there's a lot of things that went unanswered. I literally just disappeared from YouTube and from uploading and from installs and everything that we've been doing. And there's reasons, and I don't want to leave you guys in the dark for any longer. So I decided might as well make a video. It doesn't have to be long. I just want to tell you guys a little bit about what's been going on with me personally, because this whole, how should I say it? I'm trying to find the right words to say. This whole break from YouTube has been more of a me thing than anybody else. And most of it has to do with just mental struggles. And I can kind of give you guys a little more insight and open up to you guys on why I did what I did. I guess we could take it back to before I stopped making videos. I just recently went to BMW and it's been awesome. I've been there for about 3 months now, and I've been doing some crazy stuff, and I've been blessed to be able to work there, because normally you have to go through a step program, which is pretty much a BMW training program, and you have to pay some money, so it's not cheap. And for me to just walk in with no real BMW experience and them giving me the opportunity to just learn on the job, it's been amazing. I just love it there. But during that transition, I feel like everything just was crazy. YouTube almost started to feel like a job, and I've said that before, and we've taken small little breaks because of issues like that, but it just started becoming a hassle to upload videos, to film stuff. Everything started getting so expensive, especially because of COVID. Parts weren't coming in, and we kept telling you, or I kept telling you, should I say, that we were going to be pumping out more videos, that parts were coming, and part of me felt like it wasn't going to happen, and I was just trying to make myself believe it by saying it, but I just knew that at one point we were just going to be dry, that money was going to run out, and that it was just going to be a headache to make videos because of everything that's been going on, especially with my new job and just things outside of YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for about 3 to 4 years now with Martin, and it gets to a point where it's like, okay, where's the growth at, and the money coming in, the investments, and is it worth it? So there's just so much things you start thinking about. And are we going to continue just dumping a ridiculous amount of money into new gear, into the shop, into cars, just to create more content for that slight chance that we are going to make something out of it? So it's definitely something that a lot of people have to think about. And it's not easy making videos, especially making videos consistently. There's a lot of friends that I know that have YouTube channels that are amazing at it, but they don't upload a video every week like we used to, because it's hard. It is really hard. And luckily I've had a team behind me to help me. I've had a good job. I've had good opportunities to allow me to continue doing this while other people don't. So I'm very blessed to be able to do this, but at the same time, I'm growing up and I want to be able to afford other things, like a house, like other things aside from cars. And I feel like everyone can feel me on that. You just get to a certain tipping point where you're like, okay, what do I really want to do? And how do I want my life to look like? Stephanie and I did end up having some issues, and we did end up breaking up. Going to BMW from Toyota was a huge lifestyle change. I had all my friends at Toyota, even people that are here at this shop pitching in, we all worked together. And me just leaving that, me leaving everything I knew, it was hard. So I was there kind of learning on my own. I did have friends there too to help me out, but they weren't obviously close friends like the friends I have here. Stephanie and I breaking up, it was just another shock factor in my life where I was like, holy shit, my whole life did like a 180, where I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'm at a different workplace. I'm not seeing my friends as much. I don't have a girlfriend, the girlfriend that I was with for so long. Like, there were just so many things that were going on mentally. So I was like, dude, I can't make videos. Like, I can't even be at the shop. And I did take a huge break from the shop. I wasn't even coming. I didn't even want to come, because I would just always have just negative thoughts and just didn't want to be around that. So I decided to end up getting back into working out. And that was something that I used to be into when I was in high school, I would work out every single day for like 2 hours. And I thought that's probably the only thing that can distract me from everything that's going on mentally. I ended up just jumping into working out and I loved it. I got back into it. I was going 6 days a week. I was eating a lot, doing everything I possibly can to reach my goals. And it's been great so far. I'm still going, I'm still loving it. But it got to that point where it's like, okay, I need to figure out what I need to do with my life. Like it just like everything else is on pause. I stopped talking to Martin as much, stopped talking to Jeremiah and everyone here because I wasn't seeing them. And it really sucked because they were obviously unhappy and they were hurt and I was hurt from other situations. So it was just a very sticky situation because by me being hurt, I was hurting the people around me and it just wasn't right. Martin really wanted to make videos again, wanted to get back into building the G35, work on the LS, and we couldn't because I was the one with the camera. I was the one that edits. I'm the one with the MacBook, Final Cut. Everything that was related to the channel, I was mainly in charge of. Without me, it was difficult for him. And I did feel bad and I still feel bad that we weren't able to. But at the end, he just decided, you know what? It's a good break. He's kind of down financially too because he's been spending a lot of money on stuff. And maybe in another video when he's here, he can talk a little bit more about that. But everything was just kind of weird. You know, you get to that point where you're just like, what am I doing? And why does everything not feel the same anymore? It's always going to be difficult when you mix business with friendships. It's always going to be that way. It was difficult trying to work out all those kinks. And especially with Stephanie and I, we were able to work things out. And thank God we're back together because it's been great. And I've really tried to work out my personal flaws and things that I needed to improve on to be a better person. So mentally, I wanted to be stronger. So I did have to take a break from everything. Physically, I wanted to be stronger. So I started going to the gym. When it came to cars, I was gaining so much knowledge at BMW, so I didn't really have to worry about that. But when it came to just the shop and friends, that's something that I was still lacking. And I'm still lacking a little bit right now. I knew something needed to be done. Everything's honestly been great and my life has been just moving. Stephanie and I have been great, the best I think we've ever been in such a long time. And our friends have been back together and we've been rocking and rolling again. And everything is slowly coming together except for YouTube. And that's something that Martin and I did talk about. We both agreed that if we're going to be coming back and making videos again and doing installs and stuff, we shouldn't be stressing on it. This is our hobby and it shouldn't be a job, and I shouldn't have to worry about pumping out 1-2 videos a week because it is exhausting and I do have other things to do. And if we were seeing a tremendous amount of growth and we were getting the money in, because we hardly make anything off YouTube. Like all it does is probably pay for our phone bill. There obviously has to be a value to this. We have to be able to survive off of this. So we can't produce the amount of content we have been in the past without seeing a growth or without seeing the revenue. So we did decide that we're not going to be stressing on making videos anymore or keep breaking promises that we're going to be pumping out all these different things when we're really not. So I rather just upload when I can, when something cool is going on, and just see how it goes and give you guys a little insight on what we're doing, because right now life's back on. We're working on our cars. Martin, unfortunately, is still in a similar spot with his G35, but he has been ordering so much, including a new harness that we're going to be running with a Holly. So it's going to be super dope. And we have the Alice 430, which is honestly a whole mess in itself. We ended up installing some air cups from Fortunatos. I know he didn't go full static. I know. But he didn't end up liking them, so he is going to a full coilover setup, and that's something he can talk about later because it's just a huge mess. We had a video, and that was the last video I was gonna upload before I took this break, but we didn't end up uploading it, so that was actually the last one we ever filmed. And we have Jeremiah's Camaro, which is fully swapped with a new LS since we took his out for Martin. And this thing is honestly wild. This thing is so cool. It's so clean. And honestly, I think this is like the only car that has like a full matching paint job and is fully built. Yeah, this thing is still not paint matched. But this thing is super sick, and I'm super happy for Jeremiah because he's been working his ass off for it, and he deserves it. So kudos to Jeremiah. You're doing a killer job. And he gave me a ride in it, and it's pretty fucking quick. It easily going to be pushing around 1200 to 1400 horsepower, wheel horsepower. So this thing's gonna be a killer. And I definitely am going to contemplate ever sitting in it when it gets to that power level. I guess I could give you a little rundown on what's been going on with the IS300. I did sell my TE37s. I know, those are my dream wheels, and I just kind of got bored of them. I was going through that phase in my break where I just wanted to get rid of stuff, switch things up, and it was just terrible. But I ended up picking up these chrome RG2s from my buddy Carlo, the one with sick yellow 240. And these things are so clean. They're triple chrome, and obviously they're discontinued. They're in awesome specs, and they look really good. They're not beat up at all. So I have these, and I think I may be putting them up for sale soon. So if you guys want it, if they're still here, make sure to let me know. The wheels that I'm going to be running for the IS300 are these authentic R33 wheels, which are so clean. And I did have the rep versions of them. If you guys remember, I had the G33s, which have a more aggressive fitment, but I just love that they're forged, they're authentic. I did also get some blue tint black headlights, which looks so good. Everything I've been doing to my cars are super content and channel worthy that I could have been making videos. And I beat myself up for that too. I actually have the E30 outside and it's driving. Should have made a video on the first drive because it was pretty dope. But I've done actually a lot to that car since then. And I'm going to be doing other things to prepare it because we're actually going to be taking it to an event. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when we have time to make another video, and hopefully soon, because we have some parts rolling in that I wanted to install on it. And I'm not gonna be installing it without making a video. So that's gonna be super sick. I'll give you guys more of an update on all these cars as we go on. And I actually have another E46. I know everything's kind of getting crazy, so I'll just talk about everything later. I just wanted to make this video just to talk to you guys a little bit of why I haven't made content in such a long time, and open up to you guys about my personal struggles, my flaws, and just to let you guys know that it's not just because I didn't want to make videos anymore. I really needed to focus on my mental health and physical health before jumping out and making videos again for you guys. So I guess that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this little talk, this TED Talk, and hopefully we'll be posting another video soon. On that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
No one ever really dies. T threw a rag in the sky. She threw it back from the side. I was just losing my mind. You right here telling me